My name is Staff Sergeant Melanie Onsescu, MELANIE-ONCESCU. I'm with the Calgary Police Service Child Abuse Unit. The Calgary Police Service has laid charges in relation to a sexual assault and assault involving 2 children in foster care at a residence in New Brighton. On Friday, February 6, 2015, an elementary-aged girl told her teacher that a man providing her with foster care had sexually touched her on more than one occasion. She had also reported that that same man had assaulted another child in his care. Child Abuse Unit investigated both allegations, during which an elementary school-aged boy living in the same home told investigators that he had been physically assaulted and shut in a dark room before being placed outside in winter weather conditions without clothes. When the allegations were made, all foster children were immediately taken from the home by Siksika Family Services. Fortunato JINON, aged 46 of Calgary, is charged with assault, sexual assault, and sexual interference with a child under the age of 16 years old. As always, we encourage anyone who has been victim of sexual assault or abuse to report it to our non-emergency line at 403-266-1234, no matter how long ago the incident may have occurred. For more information about how to recognize signs of child abuse, that information can be found at the Sheldon Kennedy Child Advocacy Center website at www.sheldonkennedycac.ca. Anyone with information in relation to these incidents is asked to contact the Calgary Police Service non-emergency line at 403-266-1234 or to contact Crime Stoppers.
Is there any idea, because the initial report is more than one occasion, is there any figure of how many potential offenses there could have been?
In relation to...
Well, just the first one, the girl who said she was touched on more than one occasion. So just wondering if we have any idea, if we have a number of how many times this could potentially happen.
He's been charged with 1 count.
How long have these 2 children been in foster care at this residence?
They were placed in this foster home in August of 2014.
Were there any other children in the home as well?
There were 2 other children, 2 other foster children in the home.
So there was 4 kids total?
4 foster children, yes.
So when she says that another child was assaulted, was that the boy?
Correct. Yeah.
What about the other children? Were they removed as well?
All foster children were removed from the home, yes.
Are there any birth kids?
There are biological children in the home as well.
And what happened with them?
They are, well, I don't know where they're residing, but the offender does not, or the accused does not have anything but supervised access to them.
Do we know how long the accused was in the home himself?
I'm not sure I understand your question, sorry.
So did the person live in the home? The person lived in the home?
It was the foster father,
Oh, right.
yes, yeah.
How long have this person, the accused, how long have they been a foster parent?
I'm not able to answer that question. That would probably be best answered by Child and Family Services.
Are you looking for other kids that may have been previously in that home?
We have a great relationship with Child and Family Services, so we're aware of other children in that home. We haven't received any disclosure from any other children at this point.
How does it come about? Like, how did this particular incident come about? Can you go into that a little bit? How you found out?
Initially, the female victim made disclosure to her a teacher at school, and then we were notified and became involved at that point.
Is there any relation between the accused and the children?
No.
Is there any allegations against the other 2, or the other 2 are they victims as well?
No, the only charges are in relation to these 2 children at this point.
And are they siblings?
No.
Sorry, did you say the biological children were also living in the home at the time?
Yes.
And how many?
2.
Have they been removed or no?
No, they were not removed. The offender, the accused, is not allowed to have anything but supervised access to those children. So whether or not they're still residing in the residence that the offense took place in, I don't know, but he's still allowed to have access to his children under supervision.
So all 4 of the foster children, had they been in there since August 2014, or had they all kind of come and
I can only speak to the two that we've got here today, and those were both since August of 2014.
Are there any other adults in the home that you're interviewing, and are they being cooperative?
The foster mother and father were both in the home, and we were able to interview both of them.
So there was 6 kids total, right?
Yes.
4 foster and 2 biological?
Correct.
So it's just because the 2 biological have not been removed, obviously, from the home.
Correct.
But,
Why was it Siksika Family Services?
So this foster home is a delegated foster home within the city of Calgary, but it is for First Nations clients.
Only First Nations clients go
Correct.
there?
Correct.
And how old were the children?
Elementary school aged.
Not getting any more specific than that?
No, sorry.
How are they coping with all this now that it's kind of come to a head and there's been a charge? I imagine they've got to be pretty troubled.
Yeah, the children are being provided with all the supports that they can access through Child and Family Services, but also through being part of the Sheldon Kennedy Child Advocacy Center. They're offered all the programs and resources that we have available as well. So they're being supported as best we can.
Have they been placed in new foster homes?
I can't speak to that, where they've been placed.
do we know how long this particular foster home has been operational?
Again, I'd have to defer that to Child and Family Services.
In your experience, what does this sort of thing do to young children? How do they cope?
That's a difficult question. I think any child who experiences early childhood trauma deals with it many different ways. I think the important part is that they're able to trust somebody and make that disclosure. And then our job is to make sure that they're safe moving forward and offer them those resources to heal.
Are you working with Child Protection Services, or are they doing their own investigation, or what happens between you and the province?
So child abuse conducts their own investigation in terms of the criminal matter, and then Siksika Family Services will conduct their own investigation as well.
Do you guys work interagency?
Absolutely, yeah, we have a great collaborative approach to all of this.
So the accused is not in custody, I assume, right now?
No, he was arrested and released with conditions. Obviously, the important ones being not to have contact with children.
Did you know this person, this foster father?
I can't speak to whether or not he was known to police or not.
Would he have followed a normal screening procedure to become a foster parent?
That is my understanding, yeah. Child and Family Services has a screening process, and I can't speak to what that all entails, but I know that they have a vulnerable sector check, criminal records checks that they conduct, yes.
Do you know if his status as a foster parent or the foster mother, or like is she still allowed to be a foster parent?
No.
And has been
No, that's been suspended,
for both of them?
yes.
And the 2 biological kids, those are his children and the person living in the house?
Yes.
Okay, any other last questions? Could you maybe just kind of speak to the actions of the child victims themselves, telling an adult, going to the, taking that appropriate channel? Can you just talk a little bit about, the right steps that are taken in terms of what children have to do if they feel, if something happens to them?
Certainly, I think that it's, I think the biggest and the most important is that child has someone that they can trust, that they can disclose to, whether that be a school teacher, whether that be a family member or a friend. Children make those decisions carefully and choose someone that they trust. And then, like I said, our job is then to step in and offer them the supports and make sure that they're safe moving forward.
Do you have a block number or specific street where you may be arrested in Brighton, or should you be more specific than just the neighborhood in Brighton?
I can't, only because I don't know if that family still resides there.
And so I'm not.
Usually in the past, though, in the past when we've had these situations, we've been given a more specific location in case there are other children who might have been there, in the concern that there may be more victims coming forward. Would that not be the case in this scenario?
I believe you may be speaking about day home facilities, so certainly we would provide that location. But in this case, we know who has been in that residence. So, and again, I can't speak to whether or not they're still there.
So there's no need for the public to know
Correct.
what the address is?
Correct. Yeah.